right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. You know who I am. I'm Heather Chauvin, and the Mom is in Control podcast has absolutely nothing to do with controlling. There's a reason why we control. The essence behind why we try to control other people, try to control our environment, whether it's, chronic cleansiness or not getting rid of things and hoarding lots of crap, is because we feel out of control emotionally. The core essence of a lot of disease is mental. What I mean mental, it's, in the mind. And, Mom is in Control is about helping you as a woman feel in control of your whole life. And too often, when we become mothers, we identify as that as our complete identity, right? As being, I am a mother, so therefore I cannot. My job, my mission through my own personal experience is to help you take back control of how you want to show up in the world. And this is a lot of dissecting our stories of what motherhood looks like, what parenthood looks like, what marriage looks like, what human beingness looks like. And, we're looking at everybody else going, okay, what should I do? How should I act? And we look at our parents and our parents' parents and we say, well, I'm going to parent like that. Or we parent like that by default because that's all we know and it's ingrained in us. But the truth is, change is possible. But change is only possible when we create conscious choice. Example, I want to feel better in my body. I'm going to actively move my body. My excuse might be that I don't have time, but the truth is I have time. I just haven't made it a priority. So when I, start to take the actions to move my body, change happens. And that is how we cultivate change in our life. Yes, it is uncomfortable, but guys, the process is easy. So if you've been listening to the last few podcasts, you understand that my whole philosophy for 2018 is the year of this is easy. It's easy. It's simple. We got this, guys. And I'm on a mission to help as many of you rewire your brain that life doesn't need to be so hard. Parenting doesn't need to be so hard. So welcome to the show. If you are not a subscriber, then head on over to iTunes and subscribe to the podcast. Leave a review if you desire to do so. It would be I would be truly grateful, partly because we can reach more women. And when we, as a collective, reach more women, we make a bigger difference in the world. And when we make a bigger difference, we change the next generation. And that is my goal. Today, I wanted to read you something that a friend, Cori Meadows, posted on her Facebook. The author is unknown, so this is not her words. And at the bottom, she says, author unknown. She wasn't sure of where the source was. I asked her permission to see if I could use this on the podcast because I think it's really, really important. And it'll probably spark a conversation. So if you feel so inspired, then send me an email. support@heatherchauvin.com. I want to know if this hit home for you, if it resonated with you, or what came out of it. So Cori Meadows, thank you for posting this. And it starts, The Diary of a 2-Year-Old. Today I woke up and wanted to dress myself, but was told, no, we don't have time. Let me do it. This made me sad. I wanted to feed myself for breakfast, but was told, no, you're too messy. I'll do it for you. And that made me feel frustrated. I wanted to walk to the car, get in on my own, but was told, no, we need to get going. We don't have time. Let me do it. And this made me cry. I wanted to get out of the car on my own, but was told, no, we don't have time. Let me do it. This made me want to run away. Later, I wanted to play with my blocks, but was told, no, not like that, like this. I decided I didn't want to play with blocks anymore. I wanted to play with a doll that somebody else had, so I took it. I was told, no, don't do that. You have to share. I'm now not sure what I did, but it made me sad, so I cried. I wanted a hug, but was told, no, you're fine, go play. I'm being told it's time to pick up. I know this because somebody keeps telling me, go pick up your toys. I'm not sure what to do. I'm waiting for someone to show me. What are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Pick up your toys now. I wasn't allowed to dress myself or move my own body to get to where I needed to go, but now I'm being asked to pick things up. I'm not sure what to do. Is someone supposed to show me how to do this? Where do I start? Where do these things go? I'm hearing a lot of words, but I do not understand what is being asked of me. I am scared and I do not move. I lay down on the floor and cry. When it is time to eat, I wanted to get my own food, but was told, no, you're too little. Let me do it. This made me feel small. I tried to eat the food in front of me, but I didn't put it there. And someone keeps saying, hey, try this, eat this, and putting things in my face. I didn't want to eat anymore. And this made me want to throw things and cry. I can't get down from the table because no one will let me, because I'm too small and I can't. They keep saying I have to take a bite. This makes me cry more. I'm hungry and frustrated and sad. I'm tired and I need somebody to hold me. I do not feel safe or in control. This makes me scared. I cry even more. I am two. No one will let me dress myself. No one will let me move my own body when it needs to go. No one will let me attend to my own needs. However, I am expected to know how to share, listen, or wait a minute. I am expected to know what to say or how to act or handle my emotions. I'm expected to sit still and know that if I throw something, it might break. But I do not know these things. I am allowed to practice my skills of walking. I am not allowed to practice my skills of walking, pushing, pulling, zipping, buttoning, pouring, serving, climbing, running, throwing, or doing things that I know I can do. Things that interest me and make me curious. Things that are things I am not allowed to do. I am two. I am not terrible. I am frustrated. I am nervous. I am stressed out, overwhelmed, and confused. I need a hug. Author unknown. Woo. I had to share that with you because as I read it, as a mother, as a woman, as a human being, I could see myself being on the other side of that 2-year-old. And I could see myself being that 2-year-old. Maybe not as a 2-year-old, but think about in your own life when you feel, let's go from the adult perspective for a second. In your own life, maybe your career, maybe your house, wherever you feel like you can't do these things, right? You feel restricted, like somebody is stopping you saying, don't do that, don't do this. These limitations we put on ourselves. And then put yourself in this child's shoes. Put yourself in this child's shoes. We are our children. We feel the same way as them. And many times when I would say, boys, get your shoes on, it's time for school, being completely mindless of what their experience is. And, getting validation through all of the frickin' mom memes that I see online of more coffee, more wine. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. Hard day? Yeah, drink it up. Need more energy? Fill your coffee again. Realizing that we are being narcissistic and self-serving, not looking at the child and going, you might be feeling some of the same frustration that I'm feeling. And maybe part of your frustration is because I'm projecting my own frustration onto you. And maybe part of my frustration is because you're projecting your own frustration onto me. So realizing we need to stop and have a really hard look at our own behavior as adults and look at our children and go, they cannot communicate yet, maybe, what is going on within them. Heck, most adults can't even communicate what's going on within them. So hopefully today is a little aha moment about the beautiful mess that we're in as a culture when it comes to parenting, and especially with this disease of busyness. It's killing us, and it's getting our children labeled, diagnosed, and extremely frustrated. And, the space and time can get you a really far way in life and parenting and your health, but you have to be willing to put that space in place to, in order to figure out what's going on. So that's my little spiel for the day. I want to hear from you. Did this hit home for you? Send us an email, support@heatherchauvin.com, and I will personally receive it. And yeah, I want to start this conversation about the reality of parenting. And, when I receive emails on how do I get my child to listen to me? How do I get my child to eat their vegetables? How do I get my child to da 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 da? Oh, my child is highly sensitive and it's so hard for them to put on, the winter boots and the snow pants and all of this stuff. I get it. We have the same problems in our home. But realizing that parenting is not actually about you. It's about your child's emotional experience. And if you can't stand to be in your own energy, if you are so grossed out by your busyness and your judgmentalness and your negativity, imagine what somebody else experiences in your presence, and vice versa, right? How a child feels going, okay, now there's something wrong with me. I'm being told that I am bad and wrong and my behavior is inappropriate. So I'm being put out on timeouts because nobody can stand me. And at school, I'm being told that I'm different. And now I'm going to doctors and they're judging me and labeling me, and I have medication and all of these things. And I'm not saying that any of this is bad. What I'm saying is we need to become more mindful of how we are showing up in our own energy and how this is impacting our children. And unfortunately, there is no 10-step process to make this happen. It's a daily evolution of personal awareness and how you are going to choose to show up differently. How you are going to choose. And in one moment, you might go, okay, my child is frustrated, I'll back off. And then you may forget the next moment, and that's okay. It's a constant showing up. It's a constant reset button. And nobody here is perfect. It's all about progress, not perfection. And you will see that those people you've put on a pedestal, like doctors and teachers and healthcare practitioners, and maybe myself, we are so imperfect and nobody knows. And this is why we need each other, because we are all here as students to teach each other and to walk each other home so that we can feel more in alignment with the life that we truly crave. So thank you, ladies and men, for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And just a quick heads up. Until the end of February, applications are now open, and you and I will be getting on the phone to have kind of a introductory interview for the Mom is in Control Mastery program. This is a 8-month intensive program that's going to give you more time, more energy, and help you feel more in alignment with the life that you truly crave. So if you feel like you're at this point in your life where you're ready to let go of your excuses and you're ready to take action, I will literally be there to hold your hand. We have a beautiful community of like-minded women, other coaches in the program and also a shit ton of training. I'm going to walk you step by step through the process. I'm going to help you get out of your own way. All you need to do is fill out the application at momisincontrol.com. Fill out the application. Once I receive your application, you and I will get on the phone to see if it's a good fit. And if it's a good fit, it's a good fit. And if not, I will do my best to point you in the right direction. Because, Mama, there's absolutely no reason why you need to cry yourself to sleep and to say, why am I failing as a mother? You are able to get off the hamster wheel and to create the life that you truly desire.